Turning this chaotic base into an efficient brass-powered hub seems impossible, right? Well, you're in for a surprise. Welcome back, fellow Minecrafters. In today's episode, we're taking on a challenge that might seem impossible at first glance. See all this? Our current base? It served us well, but it's high time it had a major upgrade. By the end of this video, this base will be unrecognizable. We're talking a dedicated liquid metal processing area, a new storage system building, and a complete rewiring underground. So, are you ready to see how we transform chaos into order? Let's get started. So the first stage of any transformation is definitely having more space. And we've got more space. I've dug out a great big area here, and we've done the same underneath. Haha, pretty good, right? Slightly lower floor, same ceiling, because I'm not worried about the dirt ceiling. And we are going to be able to set up our metal processing, and that's my first job. I want to move all of this lot and make it much more organized. And to be more organized, I've decided to set up a board. So I'm going to be able to put on here some of the metals we're going to do. Let me just make some more signs. And I've split this into kind of three categories. So we've got raw metals that we're going to melt. We've got mixed metals like bronze and brass. And then we've got other liquids like lava and water and things like that. So I think what we've got so far is we've got copper and we've got tin and gold. And we need to add zinc onto that list. Okay. And we probably actually do one sign each. Yes, let's do one sign each. So we've got copper, tin, gold. Oh, so annoying. Little things like that really annoy me when I make little errors. And then I need to lay them out, and I want to have my tanks up here, and then the pipe work and the kind of infinite gold and stuff going on underneath. Let me get on and move this stuff then. One thing I completely forgot about was raiding this ship for all of the resources that it has. So I'm taking all these resources, which is going to help because we need a lot of tanks, because I can't get rid of the tanks that I've got until I've moved the metal. So this is going to be very handy. And more create stuff. Not andesite. Copper case galore. And I'm going to take these copper coil blocks, because I'm sure they'll be needed. And a random pipe. It's always handy. Right, so what do we get from that? 40 of them. Yeah, perfect. Right, back home. Step one is done. Yep, you can see behind me, I've got rid of all of the azurine and the blue and the green ones. So they've moved, and you can see that there's some tanks not here anymore. Obviously, the bronze tank is still here because I've only moved the first stage metals, not the mixed metals. So we've got some holes to fill in. I've taken all the stuff away underneath as well, because we're going to need that space for other things. And we have over here 4 tanks of beautiful molten metals. So this has got zinc in it, this has got copper, that's got gold, and that's got tin. These are input chests, so if we go and get some zinc. Hello cows and sheeps. Zinc. There we go. And in fact, we've got some raw gold we have, and that's all the raw we've got. Okay, goodbye sheep and cows. If I pop some zinc in here, disappears. Why didn't you put the whole thing in? That's very annoying. But anyway, so I put the zinc in there, it disappears, and it's being melted to go into here. I can do the same with the gold, which is gold. I need to lock these to the right things, otherwise I'm going to put the wrong thing in the wrong thing. And then underneath, we have our setups. So the zinc one is here. Nothing set up for zinc yet. This is the copper, which is the clay, the seared stone with lava, turns it into the green stuff, the viridium that then into that. So we've got a sand maker here making clay, and the same is there, a sand maker making clay. This is the gold, so that's the compressed sand and the cobbled deep slate makers to make the ochrum that then gets milled into gold. Anyway, and this one is the tin, which is again the clay, but this time it's water over the seared stone, all individual, all running off of their own water wheels. Underneath there's water wheels as well driving these, so they're all isolated to their own circuits, because at some point we will get these all working off of boilers which are going to get set up. But for now, the water wheels are doing their job, and you can see I've got stress capacity unit monitors on all of them. So this is pumping lava underneath, and that's being used in there, and it's already set up and ready to be able to put into seared gauges, but I need brass for that. Yeah, that looks all right, doesn't it? Now I'm going to move the bronze and the rose gold. Fun. Right, so the next bit is rose gold, bronze and brass. And just to remind ourselves, bronze is mixing of molten tin and copper. Rose gold is mixing of copper and gold. And brass, which is new for us because we've now got a blaze burner, is copper and zinc. So up the top we go. He's getting rather annoying. Anyway, and where are we going to put this? Yes, I'm playing with a floor design. So this is the chipped mod. So I've made the mason's workbench and things like that, and we can use the chipped blocks to make a pretty floor. And I don't know which one to choose. So let me know in the comments, looking at these, whether you like the cobbled one, which is the grey one, the andesite one, which is the kind of bluish tinge one, and then there's a dirt version as well in the middle there, the brown one. Let me know in the comments. Even I can mix and match them. I'm using these three materials because I obviously have an awful lot of these three materials, and we could make a nice pretty floor. The other thing I need to decide right now is where am I going to put my bronze, brass and rose gold, and I'm tempted to just have a long line of these tanks. So we can put for example, and we'll go on this side of the stairs, we could put our bronze here, go down one, bronze. We could then shift across and put our rose gold here, and then we could shift across and put brass here, I think, and we'll just have the tanks exposed, and we'll do the mixing as we've done down here. How do you think? What do you think? Yes, I think therefore I am. I think that's what we're going to do. So let's get the bronze done first. So I think we're getting there. I just need a bucket of bronze. Assuming that is bronze. Oh, I haven't got my goggles on. Oh, let's go get my goggles on. Well, you can't be an engineer without your engineer's goggles on. So that was bronze. So we've got a bucket of bronze. We've got our mixer. We've got our basin. We've got our tank set up. And you'll see, as I get a bit closer, I've laid out some pipes. So I think this is going to look really cool. So we've got pipes coming across from our molten metals here that we will then be able to take down at various sections into the underground. So I need to take down the copper and the tin. I think it was copper and tin. Let's have a quick bronze mixing tin and copper, no heating. So we want the tin and we want the copper, and we want that to come down here. So right, I'm going to have my excuse me, a little cough. I'm going to have my mixer here, I think, and we want a small cog on there because we know to power you. And then we are going to want our smart chute on the back here, which has got molten bronze in it, and then we want pipes coming up to the top, and I've only got one pipes. One moment. Marvellous. You can go in there too. Pipes, pipe, and pump as well. Try and same level that and connect those two, and now we can just take some stress. So I want this to go quite quick, so I'm going to use this here. Right, jolly good. So geared down to go quite quick. Hopefully we've got enough stress. Just need a belt, and you should now be powered. Excellent. And let's get a stressometer just so we can see the sort of stress we're dealing with. I want that. There we go. So that's okay. So we should be able to mix then when we get in here. We need tin and copper. Okay, copper and probably, oh no, we should have enough. Probably need another pump. So tin is the top one. Come down in kind of stages, aren't I? So I think I'm going to take this one down. So that's going to go straight down. This one's going to come down and across. This one's going to come down. Yes, that's how we're going to do it. But we only need tin and copper. So let me just do tin and copper. Okay, I think we're there. The tin is coming down. I'll talk you through how I've set it up in a minute. And we should get in here. We've got molten tin and molten copper. Now get to a bucket. There's a bucket. And you're not rotating fast enough. That's so annoying. So I need to gear up we've got enough stress, but I need to gear up this guy. I want, if I can cue this way, and then I'm going to want a large gear and a small gear. Small gear. You're now geared up. And then we need to translate you into, we need to get you to there. So we want gearbox, turn the corner. Yes. A vertical gearbox, one vertical gearbox to now go up. Then a shaft there, and a shaft there, and a belt. And now you're spinning fast enough, and we should be producing our bronze. There it goes. And then it should pull out, and that should have enough rotations to get it in the tank. Come on. In it goes. And we have molten bronze in the tank. Look at that. Upstairs, we've taken our pipe system, and then we've just turned the corner so we can continue the pipes all the way along. And then we've turned the corner, and the copper's going down there. The tin is going down there. They go underground. Copper comes out that end. Tin comes out that end. And we're using the rotations here to drive some more pumps. You've got to have a lot of pumps. That's what I'm working out. Lots of gearboxes and lots of pumps when you're dealing with all these metals. And that is our bronze done. So now I'm just going to connect up this pipe to the tank over there, and we should have moved bronze. This pipe is now full of bronze. Should be moving it all the way. Has it made it yet? Not yet. It's on its way, but you can see I've just connected it to our bronze tank, and now we're getting bronze. Lovely jubbly. Fill in the hole. Bronze is done. Rose gold now, and rose gold done. Very, very, very similar. So I'm not going to go over too much of the detail, but we've got our rose gold now over, and we've cleaned up all of that, and we've got rid of the big long pipe, and you can see it's very similar. So I've continued our 4 pipelines along, and then we are taking down the copper and the gold, and we're mixing it down below with almost an identical setup, and rose gold is produced here and output into the tank, which is awesome. And I've got the start of our brass production. Bronze and brass. Our brass production. So that's ready to go. I can hear a skeleton. Where's there a skeleton back? No. How annoying. So, brass. Brass is made by mixing. We mix copper and zinc, and we have to use a blaze burner. So, blaze burners are very simple, he says. A lot of conviction. Blaze burners are very simple to use. There's my blaze burner. I then need to go and make the mixer. Hang on a minute. Back in a sec. And I needed some charcoal. Almost forgot. Right, so we pop our basin on top. Pick up that block's fallen on the floor. We have something to eat. And we go and find this skeleton. Although I have got my... Where is this? Hear it, and it's annoying me. Is it gone? Yes, it's gone. Right, obviously despawn. So, blaze burner, basin. We can then pipe in... Oh, one moment. Move it over by one, because you weren't in line with your pipes. Right, we've got the pumps. So, and get rid of you. Pop on you, and get you. Pop on you. Not there. Right, and go there. We're going to smart pipe. We're not going to put that on yet. Then we want regular pipe. More pipes. A chest over here. Okay, we've got that set up. That's set up. We need to get the liquid piping now, so we want that rotating, which is small cog, and that will rotate all of that, and we probably want that sped up like we've done on the others, although we didn't do it on... Oh no, we did here. Look, we did it here. Okay, good. And we're going to want action go up there as well, so let's just get our setup. That one cog can spin all of that setup. Aha. Right, now we want rotation. That one's being used. Is that one being used? Yeah, no, it's not. Aha. So we can come off of this one, and we just need to get to there with enough speed. Well, that shouldn't be too difficult. We will pop a rod there, and we will do the big cog, little cog. Big cog, little cog. Big cog will go up that way with a little cog. We'll have shaft, and we'll have a big cog, and we'll have a little... I'm out a little cog. Oh, I can't be out a little. Maybe I am in one. I've got another one over here, so I think. Thank you very much. Put the little cog there. So now we're going really quite fast. Then I need a gearbox. No, I don't need a gearbox. I need shaft, then a vertical gearbox, then another shaft, and a shaft on the bottom of you, and then a belt to there. And now that's all running. Put all of our stuff away. Boop you and boop you. Oh, I can't do that though, can I? Because I need that space for a pipe. Whoops. That space needs to be a pipe. So, go up, can't we? Shaft on the top of there, shaft on there, another shaft, then a belt from there to there. Excellent. So that's all running. I've got space for the pipe. We can now go and connect up the pipes up there. Move you there. And then I've only got 2 shafts. More shafts. So we've got those working. And I now need to just get these working. How much stress? Not sure we're going to have enough. Not sure. Well, let's try it. Let's see if there's enough for that guy. Probably is. Oh, there is. And let this one. No, not there. Aha! Now be drawing through our copper. They're probably going the way, aren't they? Going the wrong way? Yeah, that's okay. Should be drawing through copper and zinc. Are we out of copper? Looks like we might be out of copper. Oh no. Yeah. Oh, what have I just connected? That's copper, isn't it? Oh, back to the drawing board. That's a bit more like it. We've now got copper and I hope zinc. And down here, come on. Oh, they're going the wrong way. Come on, you can do it. It's like zinc coming through. Feels like copper coming through. Here it comes. So that's got zinc in it. A bucket ready. Copper and... oh, I haven't... oh, yes. Okay, now we need to put fuel into the blaze spawner, into the blaze burner. And I think charcoal works. I can just right click that with charcoal. And now we are making bronze. Oh, yeah, get a bucket of bronze, please. Can I right click? No, that's tin. This go tin. I didn't want to put that in the recipe filter. So I think if I disconnect if I disconnect you, disconnect, put a block there. Now get rid of you. And now in there we've got copper and brass. So that can deal with that. So that's going to be copper. And here we go. That's brass. Ha 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 ha. Now we can put our smart chute there, our smart fluid pipe. Smart fluid pipe, bucket of brass, good, and then we can reconnect, and we can reconnect you. Now we should mix more. Oh, I haven't got enough fuel, so I need more fuel. I just right clicked it a lot then, so hopefully that's got a lot of fuel in it. And we are making molten brass, and you're going the wrong way, so we can boot you. And now you should be pushing brass into our tank. Aha! And brass means more advanced tools. Cool. Right, the next job on my list is to sort out the making of the Electron tubes and the redstone component thingies, the redstone chip and the sturdy plates, and I have been laying out a bit of a plan. Let me just go into FreeCam mode and you can see. So I've got some areas here laid out for our factories. So this is where we're going to make the Electron tubes, this is where we're going to make the redstone chips, etc. And I've got some stuff laid out here which is going to be farms. I'm going to leave the resource generation stuff over here, but we'll probably move stuff around and rewire it all. But I thought before we actually set up the redstone chip and the electron tubes is we're going to get a boiler going, because I'm really quite bored of using water wheels for everything. So we're going to get a boiler going, and that means we need some gold, because the steam engines use gold sheets and andesite alloy and copper blocks. So I need some copper and I need some gold, and at the moment that's all getting used up. Because we've got this running, so I'm going to disconnect the pipes. And I don't know whether just to disconnect the running of the pipe. So if I was to say remove you, and you stop, and then if I go over here and remove this way, can't get. I want to connect the one that go. In fact, I can just take you off, and you should all have stopped you. I do need to go through here because I want to disconnect you. Right, that should stop everything. 1 moment. Yes, I'm still trying to get in. Right, that should have stopped humps, apart from... I need a better way of dealing with this, don't I, really? And I need a fence here somewhere. All right, out the way, and let's remove you to you. Put all of our components away, and have an egg sandwich. Right, so all the pipes now have... should have done anyway. Yep, good. So now we can start to fill up our gold. I definitely need gold, and we probably want to fill up some tin, and we want to get more copper. So I'm going to go mining. Well, it is called Minecraft, isn't it? It's not called living on top of the land craft. So we've got to do some mining every now and again. Is that iron? That's iron. I want copper. Why? Oh, I can turn all of this I can turn all of this stuff into copper, can't I? So let's take. Oh, we're here. And there's water there, of course. There's water there. That can all get turned into copper. There's my mine. So I've just dug up a few bits of lapis, and I managed to get 100 lapis from like one small area. This luckier I think it is on here. And what did we get then for iron? We got quite a lot of iron from that little one. But I need copper. There's some copper. Jolly good. And I need gold. So we're gonna have to go down the bottom. Bit of zinc, bit of iron. Ooh, a new cave. Been in here. Be more. We've got some redstone. Oh, we've got resources down here. Pretty cool. This is a good cave. Oh, this is opening up into a very good cave. Wowzers. I like the look of this place. Lots of redstone. Good. Right, we're going to go resourcing now. Lit up skeleton. Oh, Mr. Zombie. Look, we've got a gun. Hang on. Oh, I can't get to it. Resources. We appear to have some zombies on us. I've got this other sword now. I wonder how good this sword is. That's a good sword. Struth. Wowzers. Quite impressed with that sword. 2 hits. Okay, keeping this sword. It's all lit up. Yeah, I saw it. But I'm well hard. A good sword. And I've got the higher ground zombies. Haha. And I've got an egg sandwich, which you haven't got. Right, let's get this lit up. Oh, I thought that might. There's some gold. Oh, okay. Where are you? This sword is awesome. Very pleased. And we're out of torches. Redstone. More. Okay, but I want this red. Sounds like a slime. I can hear a slime. I can't see a slime. I can hear a slime. Love it. Right, gold, iron, redstone. We are going to set up a boiler while we wait for gold to melt. I think I'm going to make it down here, I think. And this is one area, so we might have 1 or 2 boilers. And I want a water wheel, because the plan is go in here. I need water as well. Good. Infinite source of water. A water wheel, not like that. Water wheel there, block there, water there, because you need a water wheel to drive a pump that will pump water into the tank instantly. And I need to get some campfires. Campfires. I have no idea why this is taking me so long to set up. But it is. No, we don't want you to go like that. You to go there, go on top of that. You to be next to me. Infinite source of water. Be these sorts. Buckets of water. Good. I've got my campfires and I've got my blaze burner. We have our infinite source of water, and now of course, you're going to do that, aren't you? Right, get rid of you. And now we need to get our tank set up above. So I think might go here. So this one I'm going to just do with 4 campfires. And they're the first campfires I've actually put down. Wonderful. And then we put I don't want to put a pipe on. I want to put this on top. Not there. Ow. Not there. On top there. Maybe some situation. If I put a couple of blocks there. Like that. Bigger. A bit bigger. That'll do. And now we can run to there. And then we can put the small cog back on there. And get some water in there. Okay. We've got water going in. We've got a magical floating tank. Cap this off. Yeah, that's better. Now we've got to make the steam engine. Steam engine. So the steam engine requires gold plates, andesite alloy, and a block of copper. So I need a basin. Right, I've got my basin. I'm going to don't need blocks of gold, I need blocks of copper. So I think I can do this, and I can put you there, and I don't need these extra ones. They can go in here for now. I've got my andesite alloy. I need gold plates and blocks of copper. So I should have mold in here. Small plate mold. That's what we want. So gold. I should be able to do that, and it will make a gold plate. Aha! A few of them, and I should also be able to do that, and it will make a copper block. Perfect. So I'm going to make 2 engines. So I need another copper block, and I could do with a crafting table over here for sure. Crafting table. I don't think I've got any wood on me. No, the nearest one. We have steam engines. I thought that would have triggered a thing. Sure, there's a thing. Oh look, and you can see when I made the mason's workbench, and I made the glass blowers, and anyway, yes, we got some stuff. Why didn't that trigger a steam? I need 9 steam engines. Oh, okay. All right. Well, we're gonna get there. Thing. I pop you on there. You become a steam engine. Why do you? I thought you would have. Thought I'd be able to connect something to you. Not enough water in there. So how does this work then? This is where the ponder system comes in very handy. I've done that. Ah, okay. I've got to click the engine with a shaft. Gotcha. So let's get shafts, and there we go. And then I could count. I could clockwise. Okay. That's the rotation. Gotcha. So if I can rotate this thing now with this clockwise and counterclockwise. Okay. Right, now what? So you hit it with the thingy. Yeah, done that. Click the engine with a shaft, creates kinetic output, and campfires, and with sufficient heat they will generate rotational. And we don't have sufficient heat. So this needs more water in it by the looks of it. Aha! We put another pump on and to get more water. So it's now pumping 2 blocks of water in at a time, and that seems to have turned it green. And we now have stress capacity, and this one engine has more stress units than all of these water wheels. Well, that's rather efficient, and this can go up and up and up, right? I don't think I can put another engine on. I don't think it will work, but we've got one for now to power the systems up there. Ooh. And I've got a blaze burner that may be able to increase the heat, which makes this even better. But we're going to leave it for now, and we're going to get on and move our stuff. Electron tubes are done, and I'm going to show you this, and then I'm going to get the rest of it done because it's a very, very similar pattern. So electron tubes, I have got my rose gold coming all the way over, and then we've got our input chest, and it tells us redstone and quartz input in there, and out will come the electron tube into this barrel. Very simple setup. Obviously outputs into our mixing tray. I need to put another funnel on the side of here. That will mix, and then we'll deploy onto the rose quartz and make it shiny, and then we'll spit some of this stuff on it, the rose gold, and then it will go round and be an electron tube. Let me just go get an andesite funnel. Right, andesite funnel in hand. Pop you on there. Now, let's pop in. It's 8 redstone and 1 quartz makes what we need. So you need to doesn't do it with barrels, does it? I need to go and get some chests. Ugh. So swap these around for a chest. So funnel on. Thank you very much. And another one. And we'll try it again. So 8 to 1. That should now be pulling out. It would help if I was rotating this guy, wouldn't it? Yes. The gearbox do it. Yes, there we go. So when that's going to get all of that in there. Okay, that didn't quite work as I want to. So we'll have to do it. I wonder, can I do it like if I put and I need right, so if I now do that and that, then that and that, then that and that, sounds like it's working, and we have electron tubes coming in. Excellent. Now when I get some of the brass funnels going, I think I can control what it outputs and when. So carry on doing this way. We'll get the rest of these made. Good, and they'll all come in there. Right, the next setup will be very, very similar for the redstone chips, except we have to have that looping process, so we can figure that out. I'll get on with that. And look at this area. It is now all clear because we've sorted all of those out. And doesn't that look cool? So this is our electron tube that you saw. Exactly the same redstone chip, but we have a looping process going on. So the boiler is kicking out loads of stress units for us. So we've got our return system that's using barrels and storage buffers. And then we've got our sturdy plates. Sorry, this is really jumpy, this free cam. So sturdy plates is exactly the same as that with lava in this one and then 2 stampers. And it loops around and does the same. And we've actually driving over here our obsidian crusher that's making obsidian dust. We'll probably change crushers to crushing wheels when we can build them. And that's that lot done, which is pretty cool. Now I've got to think about the resource storage. That's the next job. So I can move all of the storage stuff into a very nice building in the middle here. And then we can get the farms reset up to generate all of the resources that we pump all of this stuff through. Ooh, this is a megasode. Right, we've just done some work and I need to get some brass funnels going, and then you'll see what I've done. So where's my brass? Brass. Here's brass. I need some brass ingots. The recipe is electron tube, brass ingot and rubber makes 2. I want 8, so I need 4 ingots. These are the first ingots of brass I'm making. 4. Very good. I think I've got 4 electron tubes already. Yes, I have. Very good. Over to the crafting stuff. Table, and we want to make brass funnel. Why did you not put them all in there? Go there, and we can make right, so over here we have set up our rose gold chests, because they can hold more than one of these guys, and then behind them is one of these guys, and I've got some clever filtering going on. So this can receive anything, but this is locked to cobblestone and that's locked to dirt. So cobblestone will go in here, dirt will go in there. These are spare for other blocks. We've got gravel and sand, and a similar setup for the logs and the rubber and the sap. So that's locked to being logs, that's locked to being rubber, and that one's locked to being sap. So it has to go into those 3. And now what I want to do is I'm going to put a brass funnel on there, and now we can scroll and say how many items we want out at a time. So we're going to leave that at kind of 16, I think. Ooh, there we go. And now we're going to put brass funnels on here, and this is where we need to get some filters going. So filters from Create, Butte filter, controls outputs and inputs of logistical, right, and this I control output and input logical device precision, matching them against a set of items. So this is what we want. So it's wool and iron nuggets. Haha, I knew having a wool farm would be useful. Whoops. Okay, yes, very good. Oops, Dirt Purse Maximus again at will on his mission. Right, and we want to get a load of iron nuggets, and we're going to make a load of filters. Am I just not pressing the right button? I'm not pressing the right. Let's make 64 filters because we're going to need them. How do these work? Aha! Okie dokie. Right, so let's do the sticks and flint. The only problem with the item frame on the front there is that it makes it difficult to open the chest. A bit annoying. Right, I want to filter. No, that's going to do all of them, isn't it? Filter. For now, we're going to filter and flint. Deny lists and an allow list. Respect data, ignore data. Okay, you're set. And now I should be able to pop you in there. And if I scroll, we just want one, right? Okay, so now if I put a stick and flint in there, it's not going to output anything because it's set to 16. So if we put that down to 1, out comes in goes the stick and good. What happens if we put a stack of sticks in? Does it output them all in once or one at a time? All in, one at a time. I suppose that will do because it's only going to be receiving kind of 1s and 2s. And now what happens if I put some rubber in there? Rubber does not go in. In fact, rubber's not going to go in anywhere because I haven't put that one on. There we go. Excellent. Whoops, done it again. So essentially we can do this setup for all of these. Good. Right, that's that done. So they all are filtered. So let's see what happens if we plop in here some sand and some cobbled deep slate and some gravel, sand and rubber and charcoal, some logs and a gearbox, signs, sheets. There we go. Right, and I'm hoping that there'll be nothing in the chest at the end. Of course I can't now do in the sand, and we should see sand going up here. I need stairs really, don't I? Granite should be coming in. Cobblestone's coming in. We've got sand in there. We've got cobbled deep slate in there. Rubber coming in now, and that's going up that one. Behind here I've put some comparators because this will tell me if this gets stuff stuck in it, I'll know because this will turn on. So when things are flashing through, it doesn't come on because it's quick enough. But let's just check the sap's going to the right place. Looked like it was. I haven't got any blocks on me now because they're all in here. Sap's coming in there. What have we got in our end chest? Some dirt, but that was from earlier, I think. Just pop the dirt in there. Should see that go away. Why have you not got dirt? Oh, whoops. I did that wrong, didn't I? Let's there, get dirt. Oh, look, they're the random items. They went in there correctly, which is good. Let's pop you in there. Pop you back in there. Pop the dirt back in here. And now you should get sucked up by this. Excellent. Now, I've just got to move all of the bits. And I think the best way for me to do this is to remove those things. So this is charcoal. Well, actually, charcoal needs to go all the way over here. So I'm just going to pop these charcoal blocks down over here underneath that because we need a lot of charcoal for these guys. So I'm going to leave charcoal box next to these burners. Charcoal box, and there's a charcoal box. Good. What have we got in here? We've got rubber. So rubber definitely can go in. And I'm going to say to this guy, output to the left, and you're filling up. Aha. Really good. And then we can remove you. We can remove you. We're just going to do the same with this one. You can output to the left. Output. And you did the same thing. Look, and that's got all of our rubber in it, and there's space for more. I need to get my tools on me. I tend to put my tools away when I want to move stuff, and then I forget where I've put them. Oh, there's an axe. Okay, so that's rubber and charcoal moved. Sap is down. Sap might be a fill your inventory job. Let's empty all of this stuff out of my inventory. Remember where you put it all. Do cobblestone, dirt. Cobblestone and dirt. The wrong one. How annoying. Which one's got cobble in it? That one. Stone, dirt. We're going to that way. Excellent. You're going to out that way. Have you still got 4 in you? Very strange. Oh, whoops. Okay. You are dirt, stone. You're going to output that way. Cobblestone's nearly full, and dirt's doing good. Excellent. Right. Gravel and sand. I may have got a little carried away. I've got to build a building. Yes, I've got to build a building, and I've sorted my storage out. So I've actually cleared up this whole area out here. There's nothing here now. I've got left the things to make the andesite alloy. We're going to come on to that in a minute, but let me show you around. My building is lovely. These are all chipped blocks. So this is andesite, this is cobblestone, and I've got acacia roof going on. These doors I love these doors. They're from Ad Astra. They're just iron plates and a few iron, and they open like that. And look at this. I love the floor. Again, this is chipped. That's cobbled deep slate, I think, or blackstone. Deep slate, and that's calcite. So it's all chipped stuff, chipped lanterns. I just love the vibe that this room is giving me. It's like a gothic-y type vibe. And I've sorted out my storage. So these are all going to be created and automatically filled, but not done that yet. But this is all coming from our main input. So I can input stuff here. In fact, let me do that. If I say get some flint and some sand on me, and I get some, I don't know, some eggs on me, I can pop them in this here chest. I won't put my food in there, and it will go through the system, and we're probably too slow because the system's going very fast, but you can see it zipping around here. So I've got brass funnels with filters in for all of the items. We've got our chutes dropping stuff because they could drop quicker than these barrels can, and these can pick up to a stack of items in one go. And then this is all filtered for my various blocks and things, and it ends up going back through chutes and pushing up. There's a fan here, so it blows up the items into my master, like the leftovers. Yes, the leftovers chest. There's quite a lot in here, but that's for storage, and that's awesome because I've cleared up all of this area. I can now, after a mining session or building session, I can just pop all my stuff in there and it will get sorted out. Now I just need to connect up the farms. So downstairs you will see I have removed everything, right? I've removed all of this stuff. We've got to figure out how we're going to deal with cobblestone and then turn that into sand and gravel, and how we're going to deal with andesite compound and all of that sort of stuff. So I'm going to change all of this up. So all of the stuff up the top here, I want this to be all of the processing to be downstairs and just the generating happening up here. So my tree farm, I want my tree farm to be able to work continuously, and it's either going to turn the logs into charcoal, keep the logs, keep the saplings, same with the rubber. When the things fill up, I want it to turn the things off. I haven't figured out how to do that yet. So I've got some work to do. So I'm going to move my cobblestone generators first and put them over here somewhere. Cobblestone generators moved, and the andesite one too. So we've cleaned up this whole area. Look at this. Isn't this much neater? The next thing to go is going to be this bit, I think. Much neater. Our derp stuff still here, which is jolly nice. And cobblestone generator is exactly the same. I'm using some cut granite just to make it look a bit prettier. And the chipped mod has different oak trapdoors, all looking good. It's actually turned off at the moment because I'm using a clutch. So if we go down here, you'll see I have a boiler. Now, one thing, right? So this is currently producing 2048 stress units. If I change out, let me take you out. If I change that out for a blaze burner and give it some food, it's now producing 16,000 stress units, which is crazy, right? I've sped all of these up. So if I turn, look how quick that's going now. If I turn if I turn this clutch on, this is actually redstone controlled, so it will turn on, and these things are now producing at a rate of knots. Look, it's ridiculous. So much quicker with a blaze burner. I'm not going to leave the blaze burner. Well, I might leave it. I might leave this one there, but I'm not going to keep it fed yet because the other things I need to sort that out. So that's cobble gen done, and the output and andesite. And over here I've got my setup for andesite compound. So I've got another boiler, and this boiler is also producing 2048. So if I could put a blaze burner or two under there, it'll be even quicker. And I've got my input to this done, and I've got a smart fluid pipe with a bucket of compound mixture, and then we're getting compound in there. So I wanted to try, and I wanted to do this with you guys. I'm not sure how this is going to go. So I've got these things set to output 16 at a time, and I need to get these all going. So I might actually, if I take these off for now, I've got them in my inventory. Okay, good. So I need to set these to input from the top, auto input, and to the front auto output, Control C, configuration there, mission there, and now we want to say that it's going to be out to the bottom, and paste that configuration there to there and to gate there. Right, and now I want to pop you on, and you on, and set them to 16. So you're 16, you're 16. I'm using my scroll wheel on my mouse to up that number, by the way, if you were wondering what I was doing. 16, please. Now, if I boop them with a rent, now be outputting. Oh, why are you not outputting? I want you to the front. Okay. Not sure why that's not outputting. Maybe because there isn't 16 in there. Okay. So let me just boot them to go back in because I want them all come out at the same time. And this time, let's make it 1 because it's a storage buffer. I think in the output buffer there's only 1, so it's only going to do 1 at a time, which that might work for me quite well actually if I think about this, because I don't want to fill this thing up just with the andesite because I've got like 2,000 odd andesite here. So now if we boop you, yes, 1 at a time is coming out, and now this is going into gear. Okay, and we should be producing compound mixture. The problem is when we run out of iron nuggets clay, we're just going to fill this thing up with andesite. So we're getting compound mixture in here, and I've got this set up. So I now want to run this is going to actually output ingots. So I'm going to be able to output ingots, so we're getting our andesite alloy, and I want to get that over to our input line. And underneath here, you may notice, chop my way through because I want to take this there. Underneath here, I've got a sub basement, and over here is where the input is to the storage system. So I'm going to put a fan and some chutes, and then run a line over from over there, and an input line here with the chute going up, so we get on this thing. Let me get that done. It's working. Look, they're coming up, and they're going in there. And if we go downstairs, so I've just hooked this all up to the water wheels over there because these don't take up much stress. So this is going nice and quick, and this is just our line that we can join up with other machines that are doing stuff up there. And this is outputting the ingots from a hopper into the chutes. And if we go up, I need a way up. There it is. There's my ladder. And you can see that this is just got a redstone on, and it's just pumping out the ingots of andesite alloy and mixing them when it gets enough stuff in. But this has now got too much of something in, so this is all gummed up, which is what I thought would happen. But that's okay. Next jobs really are to connect up these things into furnace arrays and all sorts. But you know what? I think that may have to wait until the next episode. We have done so much. We have taken this entire place, and remember what it looked like before? There was just machines everywhere, no organization or anything, and we have tidied it up. So we've now got our liquid metal processing going on, we've got our factories going on making complex requirements and machines, we've got a storage system all set up and ready to rock and roll. We've sorted up down here, so we've now got a core input line going on, we've got chutes pushing and fans pushing air up, we've got our andesite alloy maker, we've got our cobblestone generators and andesite generators. This has been a megasode. Next episode we're going to finish off all of this and get all of this stuff automated so we can keep the tree farms running, we can get charcoal moving, and we might even get into mechanical arms so we can keep blaze burners fed. Hope you've enjoyed it. Like and subscribe and all that sort of stuff, and I'll catch you in the next episode.